I'm Dominic Garcia in the CBSN Denver studio, and the travel industry is one of the many that has been just devastated by coronavirus. And while we've noticed airlines are starting to bring back more flights out of DIA, many people still aren't sure if they want to travel. So joining me now is Amy Quinn, a travel consultant and founder of Spirit Road Travel. Amy, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So right off the bat, what advice do you have for people who might be deciding whether or not they want to go somewhere?
Yeah, to travel or not to travel, I think the first place to start is to consider what is your own risk tolerance. And when you know kind of what you need to feel safe, then go from there. So I have a few suggestions. The first is we live as travelers every day. So stay local. Look around right where you are. So in Denver, that could be, gosh, have you been to every single Denver park? Or how about checking out the ice cream stores? And then you can also help the ice cream store sell more ice cream. So go wherever you are. You know, start with where you are and take local excursions, just right where you are. Second would be taking some day trips. Every state has things to see. In Colorado, there's so much to see. So get in the car and go to that park that's been on your list and you've lived here for 15 years and you've never seen it. Make day trips. When you drive, you can really control your environment. What else would I say if you're on the fence? Dream. You know what, there was a study out recently about how important it is for us to have travel plans. And when we do, it lifts our spirits, so we become happier. So there's this wonderful app. It's called Wanderlist. And you can get it on my website. But what happens with Wanderlist is you can peruse all of these different experiences all over the world, and you can make your own wander list. And then you can share it with your friends and your family members and your travel buddies, and they can say, oh, I love that, I don't like that. So dream. It's never too early to bring some intention. Where do you want to travel next?
So, Amy, for those people who are dreaming of getting out of town, I know DIA recently launched Verifly. That's a free program that allows passengers to make a reservation at a dedicated TSA line. I know you recently used that program. What was your experience like?
Verifly was amazing. You download this app, and by the way, DIA is the first airport in the US to offer Verifly. Yay, DIA. But you make a reservation ahead 24 hours before you travel so that you can navigate security with lots of ease and on your own, and you can get to your gate safely. So what happens is you make the reservation, you tell them when you want to go through security, zoop, you get a barcode, they scan it, they take your temperature, you have to fill out some health forms, zip, you go through really quickly, there was no line, then you go down the steps onto the train, there's a place where you wait, and you're in your own train car. You might have at most 10 people. I had no one, and I looked at the train cars, and they were packed, and then there was me in my own train car. And then you get up, and you're at your gate. You obviously want to socially distance as you walk to your gate, but it creates an additional layer of ease and a feeling of safety.
Very
so it was
cool.
excellent.
Well, we just have about a minute left. I'm curious, what should people know when they're planning their vacations? Because there's a lot of extra steps now.
When they're planning or where to go?
When they're planning, well, I guess both, but when they're planning, thinking of packing, logistics, that sort of thing.
Well, the travel industry, first of all, there's never been a time that's been cleaner and safer. Hotels, airlines, tour operators, car rental companies, they want their guests and clients to feel safe, and they have taken extreme measures really to make sure that the environment is clean and healthy. So hotels are not operating at full capacity. There's contactless check-in. You have to make reservations for inside space just like you would. Flights, they use air filtration systems that are what you find in a hospital, right? So the air there is actually cleaner than it would be in a grocery store. The middle seats, for the most part, have been free because airlines are operating at about 60% capacity. So even during a busy time, most likely it won't be so full. Delta has actually extended through January 6th of the middle seat to be free. They're also trying to create testing so you could get tested at the airport. San Francisco to Hawaii now on United Airlines, everyone will do a rapid test before they go to Hawaii. I mean, that is fantastic. And the industry is also looking at travel corridors like JFK to Rome. Maybe that will become a safe place, a bubble where we can all go.
Well, Amy, thank you so much for joining us and for your tips. And for anyone who wants to read Amy's blog or learn more about Spirit Road travel, just head to cbsdenver.com.